Indiana Works and the WIPA project in general helps people with disabilities by removing the barrier of returning to work. One of the biggest fears that people have is that they will lose everything by going to work. A lot of people have heard this myth that going to work will cause them to lose their check and they won't have any insurance. And this has been passed down from their mothers, cousins, sisters, brothers, uncle. And it's so ingrained in people that to receive benefits counseling, I think, helps people understand that going to work is a good thing. And by returning to work, we can get them back involved in the community and give them a sense of purpose to feel like they are contributing something. Going back to work with benefits is interesting because it depends on the type of benefit that you're receiving. For people who are receiving Social Security Disability Insurance, or SSDI, you can earn up to $1,070 a month in 2014 and continue to receive your whole check. Your Medicare will continue as well, and you can keep Medicaid, because here in Indiana we have the MedWorks program, which allows you to keep your Medicaid and just pay a premium to keep it. If you're receiving Supplemental Security Income, or SSI, the check is going to lower, and that scares a lot of people. They think, oh my goodness, I'm going to lose money, and what am I going to do? We can show them a calculation, and the example I like to give people is that if you go to work earning $885, Social Security isn't going to count that first $85, and after that they'll only count half. So of that $885 that you earn, you will only be counted by Social Security with $400. So instead of receiving $721, which is the benefit rate in 2014, your check would lower to $321. And at that point, people go, oh no, what am I going to do? Yes, your check lowered to $321, but you earned $885. So then you have almost $1,200. And it gives you just so much more money. And when people see that calculation, they go, oh, okay, I can do this. And it helps them to know that not only are they going to have more money and be able to do more things, but they will also be earning credits to become insured under SSDI, which then comes with Medicare, so it's more insurance. So it just is a goal for them. There are so many myths around returning to work that I can't even tell you some of the things I've heard. One of the biggest things that we love to tell people is going to work, even if you work your way off benefits, you'll be able to get your benefits restarted again. A lot of people had to apply and then they had to wait 10 years and then it was finally approved, and they're just afraid that they'll have to do that again. There's a work incentive called expedited reinstatement that allows you to get your benefits restarted immediately the next month without going through the application process. So it takes away one of those, fears that people have about returning to work, and it's wonderful to be able to give people this information and then get them hooked up with job coaches and vocational rehabilitation or an employment network to help them achieve their goals. I think that Social Security is definitely going to stick with the benefits counseling and providing this for free, because we maintain a database in all of the WIPA projects, and WIPA is Work Incentive Planning and Assistance. All of the WIPA projects nationally enter information into this database about what beneficiaries have received counseling and how they've been able to utilize that counseling. So whether we assist people with applying for impairment-related work expenses or setting up a PASS plan, we can assist with doing all of that. And I think that Social Security is going to keep putting the resources in to get people to receive this counseling, because even if people return to work part-time, they're still paying back into the system. And I mean, that's a big thing to consider, is that we need that money in the system. So whether they go to work full-time or part-time, they're still paying their taxes and they're still getting that money back in there. And the goal of benefits counseling is so that people understand Social Security isn't trying to force people to go to work full-time and to stop their benefits. The goal is to help people just get back to the workforce and to feel better about themselves. It's all about asset building. And we provide a lot of counseling on individual development accounts and ways that people can save to buy a house or to return to school, just all sorts of things. So it's great to see that there are more programs out there, and that the counseling that we do is so important. There are around 100 projects nationally that provide counseling to people, and it's free. So it's great to be able to give people this information and not have to charge them for it. So I love that things have just improved so much over the years.